I'm Mrs Booth, and for the English Scholar at Hydesville Towers Senior School, we're looking for someone who has a flair for creative writing, who enjoys creative writing and enjoys playing with language. We're also looking for someone who reads widely and who is challenged by what they read and enjoys discussing it. Who would be willing to take part in lots of different competitions within school and become a reading ambassador with younger pupils. On the day of the scholarship assessment, there will be a paper which is a mix of reading and writing tasks, and what we're looking for is the ability to read between the lines and be able to make conclusions, draw conclusions about a text on different levels.
Hello, my name is Mr Walker and I'm Head of Maths at Hydesville Tower School. I just wanted to give you some information today on two matters regarding the Maths Scholarship available at Hydesville. So the two things are what we look for in a Maths Scholar, and secondly what you can expect of the day when you come in to take your initial test. So first things I'd like to say about a Maths Scholar at Hydesville are that we would expect someone who has great basics, and by that I mean they are probably a pupil who has mastered their tables, their number bonds, and has the facility for producing high levels of accuracy, will sense check their answers, make sure they're sensible. Potentially a scholar may have evidence of flair. That's could be evidenced through exhibiting logical chains of reasoning, tackling difficult problems in innovative ways. And also I'd suggest that a scholar might have strong communication skills, and that could be both written and verbal, or both. And finally, I'd expect anyone who has succeeded in mathematics at any level to probably carry characteristics of determination and resilience, the kind of never give up attitude. So on the day, you can expect to take a 1 hour maths paper. I really would encourage you to show your working. Don't spend too long on one question. Make sure that you work accurately, but with pace. So good luck with your test on the day. Relax, and remember, you can only do your best.
My name is Mrs Chatter and I'm Head of Science at Hydesville Tower School. This year for our Science Scholar, we're looking for somebody who thoroughly enjoys science and has an inclusive mind. This individual should be a scientist in making and help develop our science department further. On assessment day, you'll take part in a science examination which will have topics that you should have studied at primary school in biology, chemistry and physics. I look forward to seeing you on this day.
Hello, let me tell you a little bit more about art scholarships at Hydesville. What we're really looking for is obviously talent, but very importantly as well, we're looking for enthusiasm and a real passion for the subject. Before the actual scholarship day, you'll be asked to put together a portfolio. So that can be, the idea of that is to show off your strengths. So it can be drawings, paintings, any sort of sculptures that you've done, any collages or models that you've made. Also do put on your application and talk about on the actual scholarship day if you've attended any art clubs or done any competitions or anything like that. If you are shortlisted for the art scholarship, then on the day, in the morning, you will have a fun art activity. That is no pressure, there's going to be no judgments made about that at all, that is just for you to enjoy yourselves. Then you will have a still life set up and you'll be asked to create a section of that. Again, go with your style. If your style is looser or more precise, go with that. We want to see you at your very, very best. And then you will have an interview with Miss Jenkins and Mr Honey, and I'll just talk to you about your interest in art and how we can develop it.
Entry to the Music Scholarship at Hydesville Tower School is a two-step process. Firstly, I'll be looking at your application form. A candidate passing this stage will perform at grade 3 or above and at least one instrument or voice. And they'll also have a positive report from a music educator, whether it be a music teacher in a school or a peripatetic teacher, with references to extracurricular involvement such as choir, ensembles, or any other musical involvement you have perhaps outside of school. If you are selected for progression to the next stage, you'll be then invited to the interview. In the interview, it's not just an interview in terms of questioning around your application, but it will also involve 2 performances of 2 contrasting pieces, either in terms of their genre and style, or if you are able to perform or sing in 2 different instruments, then you may also do this, and I highly recommend that you do that. It will be favourable for your application. The final part is a test on your oral skills. So I'll be checking your rhythmic identification and melodic identification by clapping some rhythms and you clap them back, and also your ability to sing a melody back to me that I have sung or performed on an instrument. The final part is a little test on your music theory understanding, such as your ability to answer questions on the musical elements, from dynamics to harmony to tempo and duration, and much, much more. All the best with your application. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hello, I'm Miss Wade and I'm Head of Performing Arts at Hydesville Tower School. Here at Hydesville, you can apply for a scholarship in the performing arts with either drama or dance as your specialism. If you are considering applying for a performing arts scholarship, I would expect the applicant to be immersed in the arts outside of school. That could be through attending youth theatre clubs, it could be through completing dance examinations with RID, IDTA, ISTD for example. If you are shortlisted as an applicant, when you come to the scholarship day, you may be expected to complete a monologue. If you are shortlisted as a drama candidate, you may be expected to complete a dance audition in your chosen specialism. In addition, you could expect to find that you will be completing a workshop with other pupils at Hydesville.
Hello, I'm Mr Lawrence, Director of Sport at Hydesville Tower School. If you want to be a sports scholar at Hydesville Tower School, you have to have a real passion for sport. You need to be playing outside of school at a good club level in any sport. When you come on the day, you will be tested in a range of sports, including catching, some coordination games, running, and in your specialist sports area.